What is going on, guys? I am SceptileMC, George, the coach of the San Francisco Arcaniners, and today I'm very happy to bring you week number 3 of the SMD League, the Screw My Draft League, against John, aka Pokemon, or the New Orleans Pelippers. Of course, all of you know John from my channel, all of you know John from his channel. His link will be in the description below. He does fun stuff on his new channel. He made like a few months ago. He's actually doing insanely well. I'm very happy for John and all that stuff. But anyways, before I get into this, I just want to quickly say that the battle did in fact already happen. I did record it live. I also recorded a team builder live. However, it decided not to record my audio. So I did not have audio for that, and I found that out about like an hour ago, and I was like, well, shit, now the video that I had pre-recorded for today isn't even pre-recorded anymore. So gotta get that done. So that's why I'm now doing this here. Now, let me get right on into John's team. So he has the Ferrothorn, the Slurpuff, the Trevenant, the Ferroseed, the Wormadam, the Watchog, the Cryogonal, the Aggron, the Venusaur, and the Scizor. Immediately, you just see fire. You bring Ember and you win. So I'm going with that motto, is you bring fire type moves and you win versus this team. So his only ways of dealing with fire is the Slurpuff, and John actually made an insanely clever, and I give him so much props for this set, is he made an Akaberry Trevenant set with Harvest, and this set walls fire types. It is so phenomenal that he was able to create that set. So huge props to that, John. However, that set is not going to work against my team, because while I do have only one fire type, it is also a flying type, and then the majority of my mons are flying types as well. So I don't think he'll be bringing that, but what I do think he'll bring is the Ferrothorn, the Slurpuff. The Cryogonal is a must against my team. You see my team and you see ice weakness. You see ice and rock, and you run ice and HP rock, and you have perfect coverage against my entire team. So I expect him to bring the Scizor because of good priority. And then he can bring the Venusaur and try to run some type of Sun team, because the Solar Beam actually hits my team pretty hard. And then the Trevenant, obviously I expect him to bring that, and the Slurpuff, because the Slurpuff can do fun shenanigans. But anyway, let me get into the team I decided to bring. So the first mon, of course, this was a no-brainer on my list. This was the Moltres KFC. Got the Flamethrower, the Flame Charge, the Roost, and the Air Slash. The reason I have the Flame Charge is I used to have Substitute on this set. Aside to run the Flame Charge instead, I can take something out. Using the Flame Charge, I can get +1 speed, and then I can outspeed the Cryogonal that comes in, because it's gonna have HP Rock. There's no question about it. It's going to have HP Rock. So that is for that. And then the Flamethrower, I don't need Fire Blast. I don't need the power of Fire Blast. I just need Flamethrower. So I can hit everything with that. And then I have Air Slash as well in case he brings the Trevenant. If he brings the Trevenant, it's going to have the Akaberry, and the Air Slash will handle that very nicely. Now, I do have 80 speed. Now, I'm trying to think what that 80 speed is for. And I believe it is for max speed Aggron, and outspeeds max speed Aggron, as well as something else. I outspeed something else. I know that, but I'm having a brain fart right now, but I have a lot of HP investment. That's going to come into play in the battle. Next up, I have Sergeant Quack. Sergeant Quack, we are trying to get MVP with this guy. We are trying to get MVP with Sergeant Quack. So I brought a set that will be a little bit of a combination thing. So I got the Heat Wave, the Brave Bird, the Knockoff, and the Quick Attack. I have Quick Attack for the Cryogonal. If I get up to +2, you guys will see how I will get up to +2 in a bit. If I get up to +2 attack, I can go for Quick Attack, and I can kill off the Cryogonal trying to revenge me. I do have the Heat Wave as well. Obviously, just Heat Wave, you have to run Heat Wave versus John if you have it. I have the Brave Bird because he doesn't enjoy flying types at all. He doesn't enjoy flying and fire, and a lot of flying types get Heat Wave for some reason. And then I have the Knockoff as well to deal with the Trevenant, as well as just not having to predict around his team if it comes down to it. I just can click Knockoff, and it's a great move to run. Then I have the Stick, obviously, because the Stick is +2 critical hit ratio for Farfetch, so that's a very good item for it. Next up, we have the Gliscor. This is my first time bringing Gliscor, and did I not nickname Gliscor in the battle? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. So I don't even know what to nickname Gliscor. I'll have a nickname the next time I use it. But I have the Toxic Orb, the Poison Heal, Agility, and Swords Dance. So I've double dancing Gliscor now with the Earthquake and the Fire Fang. You guys are gonna see Fire Fang coming up in the next few mons. I don't need anything else. I need Earthquake and Fire Fang. I have Stab, and I have a Fire type move. That's all I need against John's team. If I go +2 with Swords Dance and I go for Agility, I win the game. If I get up +2, I can sweep until Cryogonal tries to revenge me. And yeah, next up I have Picasso here. Now this is not going to be the rocker or the hazard setter this time. His team isn't fast, so I don't have to deal with the speed with sticky web. I have other mons that can set up stealth rocks, and I don't need the spikes really, because a couple of his mons do actually fly, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Cryogonal flies. Actually, that's the only one, but I don't see hazards being too much in this game. I just need to fire off my fire type moves. So I have the Shell Smash, I have Dark Void because he has a lot of grass types, don't want to run Spore, the Baton Pass, and the Substitute. Now, this set, I just go for Dark Void, I go for Sub, I go for Shell Smash, Baton Pass out, I have the White Herb, and then I go into Sergeant Quack, hopefully, and I sweep with Sergeant Quack. That is the plan. Let's hope that works out for me. Max HP, max speed, just because I can take a hit, kind of, not really, and I have max speed so I can outspeed things. Next up, we have our specially defensive Donphan. This is how I'm taking out the Cryogonal, guys. I'm going to lure the Cryogonal into a false sense of security that it can take out my Donphan, because usually they'd be able to take out Donphan in one hit. I have the Yachi Berry and the Heavy Slam, so I'm not going to risk the Rock Slide or Stone Edge or anything like that, or the Fire Fang possibly missing. No, I have Heavy Slam. We're going to break the Snowflake, we're going to crack it, we're going to destroy it, and we're going to sit on it. I have Rapid Spin in case he wants to set up a lot of hazards. Fire Fang obviously is Fire Fang, and then Earthquake just to have a good stab type move. And our last Pokemon, this is the Sashed Aerodactyl. So with Sashed Aerodactyl, I don't know why I have a sash on it, to be honest. Like, I could have run a better item, to be honest, but I thought the Focus Sash would be good in case I have to switch it in on Cryogonal or something like that. But I have the Fire Fang. Obviously, you gotta run Fire Fang. I have the Rock Slide. Earthquake. Obviously, Earthquake is a very good stab move against this team because of Aggron. Then the Fire Fang is a good stab, and then Rock Slide is mainly for the Slurp Off and the Cryogonal. And then I have the Stealth Rocks just to get off my rocks. This is the only Pokemon that outspeeds Cryogonal on my team. So this is the only thing that I could do to against Cryogonal where I actually outsped it and able to take it out. So I have two ways of dealing with Cryogonal. I either go +2 and I sweep his whole team, or Roly-Poly takes a hit with Yachi Berry, or my Dino outspeed. So these are my safety nets for it. Now, anyways, guys, without further ado, let's get right on into the battle. Alright guys, so now let's get right on into the battle. Now looking at John's team, he brought pretty much everything I expected him to bring, although I did not expect him to bring two of the Pharaohs. I expected the Pharaoh Thorn, not the Pharaoh Seed, and I expected the Trevenant over the Pharaoh Seed, so kind of mixed it up with that. But looking at my team, I can lead off with pretty much my Smeargle. I can put something to sleep, and I can move on from there. Now I'm going to put this on normal speed, and I'm actually going to music off. I don't want to play the stupid music. So I'm going to go for a Dark Void turn 1 here, just so I can put him to sleep really quickly. That way he can't get up his hazards or anything like that. Now he knows that I'm going to try to do something crazy, maybe set up hazards, etc. I'm actually going to go for a Substitute as he goes into Dead Flake. Now, here I thought about it. I could have just Baton Passed out and gone into my Donphan, but I decided to Shell Smash up. I just wanted to see what I could get to, and I go for Substitute again here. I wanted to scout to see if he had HP Rock, and he actually does go for HP Rock right here. Now on this turn, I decide to Baton Pass out, and I know he's not going to go for HP Rock this time, so I'm going to go into KFC as he actually does go for the Freeze Dry this time. Looking like he doesn't have the Ice Beam actually, so I'm going to get a free switch into KFC right here, and then I'm just going to fire off a Flamethrower, and I'm going to take something out. So take out the Pharisee in turn 6, which is good for me. That means his sleep fodder is now gone, so I can put something else to sleep in the future. He's going to go into Aggron now. My KFC is too big of a threat to his team to sack off. I know he's probably going to go for Head Smash, so he's going to switch into Roly-Poly. I'm not physically defensive, but I know I can take the hit. I need to break the Sturdy. That's what I need to do, but I have rocks on my Aerodactyl, so I'm going to have to find a way to get the thing into getting rocks so I can break the Sturdy. I go for Earthquake. Even if you wanted to switch into Cryogonal, I do have the Yachi Berry, so I'm not really too worried about that. Go for Fire Fang, and I missed. Now, at this point, I'm like, well, Fire Fang's not going to be doing too much anyway. So, I'm just going to switch out here. Don't want him to be racking up too much damage. And also, I don't want him to go for his rocks right here, which he actually does. So, going to my KFC, and now something else can actually die. He actually decides to switch out into Slurpuff right here. And I get the critical hit. And then I'm looking at his health, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go for Air Slash, and I'm going to see if I get the flinch. If I get the flinch, that's good for me. If I don't, then oh well. I actually get the flinch, and I kill, and now he's at a range where I can just take him out. So I go for Flamethrower again, not revealing the fact that I do have the, what's it called, the Flame Charge, because I don't want him to see that yet. I'm going to take out the Slurpuff with the Moltres again. So that's 2 kills now for Moltres. He's going to go for Head Smash here, and he's actually going to miss. So I actually get us an opportunity to set up another Dark Void, or to go for another Dark Void to put something to sleep. Then I'm going to go for a substitute right here, and I decide, you know what, I can Baton Pass out a sub, or I can go for Shell Smash, and I can wait until I can put him back to sleep. I decide to do that. I go for Shell Smash, and I go for Shell Smash again now. I should have Baton Passed on the first turn. I went for Shell Smash. But anyway, here, I'm just going to go for a Dark Void again. He's going to predict that nicely and go into his Dead Thorn. I'm going to miss. However, it's not really going to matter too much, so I can just go for it again. And I'm going to Baton Pass out right here. And I decide right now, I think I decide to Baton Pass out into my Gliscor, just because I don't see Gliscor really doing anything. And he actually makes a switch out into the Aggron here, so he does have the Sturdy, so I can't really do anything to this. I'm just going to go for Earthquake. It's going to kill it like 20 times over. However, he does have the Sturdy. So now that the Sturdy is broken, I can just go into Sergeant Quack and start to rack up kills with Sergeant Quack here. I'm just going to go for a Heat Wave. See what he wants to do. I should go for Knockoff. Yeah, that's right. I go for Knockoff in case he wanted to go into Cryogonal, because Heat Wave would have done nothing to Cryogonal. And now Heat Wave is going to be a 2-hit KO on the Dead Thorn, which is good for me. I'm just going to take him out. You guys see, I think I had a decent investment in special attack, and I still didn't do half to him with that. So that's just Ferrothorn's bulk right there. Now here, I decided if he was some crazy HP Rock, Natural Gift, Agility set, then I would lose the game. And I can't be playing with that. That's not going to be happening with me. So on this turn, I decide to reveal the fact that I do have the Flame Charge as I go into Moltres. I know I can take out or I could most likely take out the Sizzler from that range. Now here I go for a Roost because I want to see, I do have HP bulk. I want to see how much this HP Rock's going to do. I'm looking at that damage and I'm like, there's a chance I can survive this. There is a chance. I go for Flame Charge, and do we survive it? We actually do get the lowest roll I think possible, and HP Rock's not able to kill us, and that is going to basically be the game, because I can go for a Roost right here, Roost back up, and from the range I'm at, I can actually take a Bullet Punch from him, so I'm just going to go for Flame Charge again. No reason not to. I could have gone Flamethrower, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Cryogonal has a base 135 special defense and a base like 20 defense, so like, that's why I went for Flame Charge over the Flamethrower. Now here, the BP's not going to take us out, and the Flamethrower is going to kill him, so Moltres picks up 5 kills this game, and Farfetch does pick up 1, which is good for us and the MVP race. However, it does go by differential, so going 1-1 is not good for us. However, we're still trying with Farfetch. We still have a few weeks to go, so I'm not really too worried about getting it. But anyways, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. So I am sorry that I did not record my audio on the live one, guys. I do prefer doing lives. I don't like doing post-coms as much as I do lives. So next time, I will make sure my audio does record. And yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. So if you did, in fact, enjoy, I'd really appreciate you to comment, like, rate, or subscribe. It helps out the channel, helps out the Arcaniners organization, and everything like that. So anyways, guys, I am SceptileMC, or George, the coach of the San Francisco Arcaniners, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace out.